We're at 415 Front Street in New Richmond, Ohio, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. The line goes out the side. If you're facing the house, it goes out the right side. So we're going through the clean out in the basement right before it exits the building. And this looks like cast iron going out the side. Some of this has been replaced with PVC, but there does seem to be a leak above where the ductwork is down here. We're not really sure where it's coming from, but it seemed to quit when they quit running the dishwasher. But we're going to inspect the line from here out. Hopefully we make it out to either the septic tank or the sewer. We're not really sure in this area, but we'll stop and make note of anything we feel is needed as we go. Okay, it went from cast iron, and now we are in clay pipe. There is a small, what used to be a gray water line. They used to be able to just dump the kitchen sink and that kind of stuff. Used to just dump out onto the property, probably into the river. And that's what's coming from the left right here, but there isn't really any access, especially for the camera, to get in that spot. But here we're tying in. This is where a majority of the line, the bathrooms and everything, come out. We're making a right turn, which in this case would be towards the street. This is all clay pipe. Pretty normal for a house this age. I think this house was built in like 1919 or 1918. Sure, probably didn't have indoor plumbing at the time. Trying to keep, there's a leak that I spoke of before, and we're trying to keep that off of us. There was some water running. That's what you're seeing as we push. There's water running behind the camera. So far, everything looks really good. All the seams are tight. There's one little tiny spot where like I might have had like one root hanging down. That was it. Okay. Looks like we are getting out. Thought maybe that was a clean out, but it was not. Looks like we're getting ready to turn into some newer clay. Probably dropping into the main right here. It's kind of what it looks like. We're dropping in at the, looks like we're dropping in at the level of the main. It's kind of hard to tell. This is a weird connection here. But we're going to stop here, get a locate just to make sure that we are off the property, because this may actually be just an offset pipe. But either way, it should be off the property based off the footage. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get it past this point. So we're definitely gonna get a locate right here. I'm going to pause the video because it could be a minute. We don't want to have a bunch of dead air space here, but it looks like an offset pipe and there's water building up on it. So we're going to verify where this is, see if it's still on the property, and if it isn't, if it is on public property, we will provide the video. We'll be providing the video to the home buyer, and they could provide this to New Richmond or Claremont County, I believe, whoever owns the sewer system around here, and hopefully they can have something done about it. But again, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get a locate here. All right, so we actually got lucky and ran into a public utility guy for the city of New Richmond, and they say they don't fix this stuff. But as you can see, now that the water is run down, that it's a pretty big offset here. Looks like the pipe is fallen and broke. That could cause a pretty big buildup. I mean, that's half the pipe, as you can see, half the diameter. As I pull back, to at least half the diameter has dropped. So that has a lot to overtake. I recommend this get repaired. I don't know how long the house has been empty, but you can see the buildup of stuff there. I mean, you may be able to, you know, there may have been somebody in here and maybe they just used toilet paper and it was one person and it never caused much problem, but this is definitely something that would have to be fixed. We did mark it in the easement between the sidewalk and the street. It's about 4'6" deep, so not all that deep. And the main is maybe 5 feet off the curb in the street. So we're gonna, from here in, everything, from the house out, everything to there looked pretty good. All the clay looked like it was in good shape. But most is not all. So we'll make a note of that on the report, and we'll talk to the agent and the buyer about this and just kind of let them know what we find and what our recommendations are moving forward. So you can see we've completely pulled back out of the pipe, and so that will end the inspection for 415 Front Street in New Richmond, Ohio.